Hey, 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 happy Wednesday. It's Leona. How you doing? I hope you're well and good. Welcome to this weekly live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. UK time. Whether it's morning or afternoon or evening for you, hello, welcome. Come in, grab yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee, sit down, relax. We've got all the lovely relaxing vibes for you here. We got colourful backgrounds. We're going to be doing a painting here. I mean, it's all happening. We're going to have some fun chit chat. So come on in the room, come in the room. So today I'm going to be painting a Fauvis painting from 1905. And it's super colourful. I love choosing paintings to look at that are super colourful because they're so inviting and they're so inspiring, and my primary goal in life is to help people be inspired. So whenever I'm looking at artworks to interpret and to teach, because I've been teaching art for 12 years, I always like to choose something that's gonna really hold your attention and be really exciting and vibrant and gorgeous, basically, because it's just so lovely to get completely inspired by painting and feel like immersed in something. Like these kind of paintings really draw you in and really just make you wanna like be in that world for a while. So I want to try and create that world for you here. That's what I'm trying to bring, so I hope that's coming across. Hey Donna, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. Oh, it's lovely to see you. Welcome to the YouTube space. Here we are, it's all happening. What do you think of the backgrounds? We've got projections happening. I've got a new one today. This one's new. Oh, it's all happening. This here is the painting that I'm going to be painting. It's over here. There it is, over there. And I'm going to be switching over to this camera angle. This will probably be for the most part of the stream. I'll be here chatting. You can see I'm in the corner, bottom left corner, and I'll be working on this piece. This is how far I've got. I've got about halfway through. So I should be finishing it off today. Happy days. And what's lovely about this painting is it's like primary and secondary colours and a little bit extra. So it's like the vibrancy is coming at you. It's coming at you right now. I'm good. How are you? I'm really good, thank you. I'm just Can you not tell? I'm just loving this painting. I'm just loving this painting. I've got my water today. I haven't even got a cup of tea. It's very hot in the UK. How is it where you are? Let me know how your week's been and all that. I like to have a little chit chat before I get started. Also to remind you, and I know Donna, you are already subscribed, but for anyone watching or watching on the replay, or welcome to the replay viewers, you can subscribe to my newsletter and you'll find out I've got some really cool, amazing news to share with you guys. And if you subscribe to the newsletter, you'll find out about it first. It's something I've been working on for quite a while now, a good few months, but definitely the last month has been kind of, yes, I want to launch this new exciting thing. So I'm hope you're gonna love it. Basically, I know a few people are. I've already told a few people, and they're like, oh, when's this happening? Should be by the end of the month, so sign up if you haven't already. Welcome to those who are watching. I can see there's a few people watching already that aren't in the chat, so welcome to you. Hi, how are you? Have you got your cup of tea ready? Have you? Like I said, there's no tea for me today, it's water. But it's so hot in the UK, it's just like... So yeah, so we're going to get on with this painting. It's Maurice de Vlaminck, which was one of the founders of the Fauvis movement back in the early 1900s, along with Matisse and Duran. We have already done a Matisse painting, and I did a Duran painting quite a while ago, actually, about a year ago or so. Just loving it. It's chilly here. The weather has turned to fall weather. Oh, has it? See, ours quite hasn't. That's why I think I'm sort of drawn to doing this kind of fall, sort of autumn scene, because I'm like, you know, this is sort of where we're at in the UK, where the leaves are just about to fall, but they kind of haven't started falling yet. Hi, Sunday Sketches, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining. What's your name? I'm Leona. Lovely to meet you. How you doing? So we're going to get started. I hope you're loving the studio. Lights, cameras, action. I mean, I do just like, you know, putting my face in the colour, but I'm not going to do that on stream because that's not what we're here for. That's just the little extras for you guys, just the little extras. So we're going to come on over here and we're going to get on with this painting because, like, this is what we're here for today. We're here to have a nice chilled, relaxing time and get on with this. Now you can see that I've done about half of it and it kind of looks a little bit like it's in a weird stage right now, right? It's always the way with paintings when it's like halfway through. You guys know, you create art, you know what it feels like. You're halfway through and you're like, this doesn't look like it's supposed to look like. And that's absolutely fine because you need to just ease into that feeling and help yourself get through and out the other end, right? So that's why I like doing these streams, because they're very like informal and they just kind of give you a little bit of encouragement and motivation to just see things through, right? And we all need a little bit of encouragement to do that, right? For sure. I'm good. Nice to meet you too. My name is Anisha. Hi, Anisha. Lovely to see you. Where in the world are you? Oh, we just got very beaty. Just got very beaty very suddenly. So love the colours. Yeah, really happening, aren't they? So let's get to it. Without further ado, we're using acrylic paints, and I'm just going step by step so you can see. Hold on, how am I going to do this here? You can see up here that I've laid the foundation. Hold on, it's really strange, like trying to point to a still graphic. So you can see there that you've got like all the background colour. So I've laid all the background colour in. There's lots of white kind of patches because obviously when the light's coming through, when you walk through a wood and you see all the light cascading through the leaves, it's very mottled, isn't it? So obviously what Devlamink wanted to do back in the day is he wanted to capture that light but also add like so much colour to it, and obviously colours that you wouldn't necessarily see. So I laid down the yellow first, then the blue, then the red, and then we're going to go and put everything else on basically. Are you from the USA? We're in the USA. What time is it? Oh, was it using... Oh, it was you that left the comment, wasn't it? That said 11, so you must be Pacific. So you're over that side, right? Yeah. Welcome. Hi to those joining. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. So, come on in the chat. Come on. You're not disturbing me. Don't worry. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for a little chit chat. Tell me what kind of art you like. Tell me what projects you're working on. Tell me, like Miko, if you've got 100 projects on the go. Because Miss Miko here, who's just joined, she always has a lot of projects on the go, don't you? Hey Miko, happy Wednesday. How are you, sweetheart? How many? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it bearable? Is it achievable? Yes, it is. I mean, I know how you feel. I've got about 3 projects going on at the moment, but they're all small projects. They're all kind of handleable. Handleable? Is that a word? Is that a word? Oh, by the way, if you never understand, if you can't, or not never, hopefully you can, but if there's points where you can't understand what I'm saying because of my accent, you can always, when you watch the replay, put the closed captions on. So if you go to the bottom of the YouTube player, there's a little CC which comes on the replay, and you can have a little giggle about me waffling on about things I waffle on about in case you can't quite catch my accent. But you are, of course, welcome to say, Leona, what was that you just said? How many projects? It's 2-ish here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, I'm sending you all the love over there. I'm so happy and overjoyed, Donna. Donna, do you remember Tamiko? And welcome to Anisha as well. Anisha's new. Yeah, we used to go on the Periscope a lot, didn't we? Right, let us begin. So we're going to start with orange. So I'm going to mix up a nice bit of orange. I'm just mixing it on card because it's recyclable and I don't have to wash a palette afterwards. I'm going to get a nice, I'm just going to peel this off a little bit of dry paint. I'm going to get a nice mid-orange happening, I think. Or maybe actually I'll go towards the kind of lighter yellow-orange. Can you notice, by the way, if you look, the actual painting is square and I've made it rectangular, so I've kind of extended out the painting just because I wanted to fill a whole sheet of paper. No other reason for it apart from that. So that's what I did. Yay! Alright, so let's mix ourselves up a nice bright orange. Let me know what projects you're working on. Let me know what you've got happening. Like I said, you're never disturbing me. This is what I'm here for, to have a chit chat. Nice informal weekly stream for creatives and people that want to just give art a go. Do you know what I mean? And maybe aren't sure where to start. I've been teaching beginners for 12 years. So yeah, beginner people are my people. So I'm gonna try this. Maybe just, actually I don't know, maybe just a tiny bit darker. I want to keep it super vibrant. Like if you notice on the painting, the green is quite dark, and I'm wondering whether just to lighten it up just a touch, because I know it's going to be important to keep that because it's got the depth. But alright, let me just test my strokes. So yeah, I'm going to use this instead of a square brush. I'm actually going to use this one because I think this one's a really good size. And as you can see on the painting, there is a lot of orange in this section down here, but I'm going to be doing the top half first because obviously I don't want to get, like, you know, my hand in the paint and all that jazz. Do you know what I mean? And all that jazz. I mean, I'm so looking forward to getting this orange on because it's like, orange just lifts everything up really. There is actually a little bit of orange up here happening. Now it's very, very, like I said, it's very sparse around here. Actually, these are almost orange. So for the first like few minutes here, there's not going to be like a huge amount of change. But then all of a sudden, when I get to this section here, it's going to be like pizzazz. The painting will have changed. And can you also notice how the brush strokes up here are much smaller than the ones down here? Okay, so there's not that much more orange here. There's a bit here. See, I'm wondering actually if it is even a bit lighter. Let's just try a touch lighter. A touch. Just a little touch. So yeah, let me know if you can't hear the music. And I shall turn it up a little bit. So we've got this here. There's lots of like little, it kind of leads your eye up. The orange kind of comes up. And then it comes, actually there's more here. I'm going to add a few more because I've stretched mine out. I'm going to add a few more there and add it coming up here. So it's actually kind of like a ray of orange here and a ray of orange here. But yeah, these I'm definitely going to brighten up a little bit. Let's get a bit more yellow happening. Let's get some yellow happening. So yeah, let me know what you're inspired by, what stuff you like creatively, what projects you got going on. I'm always interested. Alright, so then we've got these little bits here, some orange here, there's not much up here. Then this bit is really interesting because this whole bit here of the painting is a just sort of like a big blur. This tree here is just like a big blur, and it kind of, it's really interesting on your eye because it's sort of, even though it's got all these tiny little parts, it really just works as a whole. It's quite fascinating really. And then there's just a little bit of orange down here, not much, a little bit here, a little bit up here, and I think that's it for the top half. As far as I can see, I feel like there should be like a few more dots down here. I'm going to add just a couple more, just for, needs to be a bit down here, and then needs to be a bit like here. Alright, let's get some pizzazz happening down this section. It's time, it's time. Oh, here we go, here we go. 2 altered cigar boxes, WC sloths, triple extra large art journal. You gotta let me know what you mean by WC. 8x8 art journals, 3 of ganache, and 91 other things. I'm trying to decipher your message. It's like, how can you tell me what you're doing in like a few characters? It's like, Leona, this is impossible. This is impossible to tell you. I've got things happening. Things are happening. Oh, how are the cigars? We're going to have to go through. We're going to have to go through them. You're going to have to share at least a couple. Oh, watercolour, of course. Oh, see, I would do watercolour as in W/C. But of course, watercolour sloths. I love that you've got like 2 art journals on the go. I love it. Get it all out there. It's interesting. Some people just have to like keep going and keep getting it all out there. And other people are very like more focused, and they're like, oh, I'm going to focus on this one, and then I'm going to do this one out. But I think it's quite advantageous to have a couple of projects, not too many, but a couple of projects on the go, because you can always like just go, you need to kind of go away from things, don't you? If you're kind of always immersed in one thing, you can sometimes not quite see it as well. So it's quite good to go away from it, work on something else, and when you come back, it's like it kind of speaks to you and like tells you what to do next. You know what I mean? So I totally feel you. Yeah, we're making the journals. Yeah, cool. Happy days. All right, I'm gonna get. Let's do this. Let's get all this beautiful colour on. Let's get it happening. Now I'm paying attention to everything here. The brush strokes, which direction it's going in. Are they long brush strokes? Are they short brush strokes? Like, what is it looking like to me? Actually, this is all kind of blocked in a little bit there. So we'll block that in. But then interestingly, there's some darker sort of ones over the top, kind of like that. So we'll put that in. Oh, you can't see my palette there. Let's move this a touch, and you can see this a little bit here. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Right. Then we've got some... Oh, they're going this way. Some here. Nice big chunky ones down there. Now, there's actually a bit more yellow there. Hold on. Hold on. Let's get this yellow in as well. And then there's all green here. And then we've got, like I said, I've got to kind of extend this out. And then we've got like, It's almost like it's kind of a little bit like grass over here, with that coming through. And then again, some like long swipes. All the way, and then we got, and it's good here because there's kind of like a lot of white in the background as well, so it can be like, you can just sort of leave it. Now I've got to make this kind of a little bit thicker because this bit is also wider. And then we've got blue, green, blue, green, blue, green. And then we've got loads of orange down here. Oh, it's already feeling better with all this orange. Oh, happy days. When I first laid down the yellow and blue, I was like, I don't know about this here. We've got a, right, this is near the red, so I've got to get this chunkier. And then it kind of goes off into the distance up here. And then right at the bottom of this tree, well, actually I should have kind of done some of these tree bits, shouldn't I? Well, is there another bit here? Is there kind of orangey there? It's not really, it's kind of red, and then there's more orange down here. Yeah, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. So tell us about your cigar boxes. That sounds interesting. Alright, let's go round. Now this is blue and green, and you've got like this kind of panel of reds. Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come over here to keep it easier. It's a little bits here. Big chunky bits in there. And then we got so interesting. Sorry, I fell offline. Oh, don't worry, sweetie. So it actually sounds really funny. I fell offline. It's like you went, wah! Don't worry, my love. Yeah, just getting all these little bits in. Little by little by little. I decided against a square brush because I'm just not really liking my square brush. And actually, it's kind of working fine. It obviously hasn't got that complete flat stroke, but yeah, I just imagined you going, ah, I'm back. Too funny. Alright, so let's get this grooving, and then this central bit here, now I've done too much yellow, then all the green needs to be here, and then there's a bunch of orange in here. It's all happening, and then it gets a little bit wild. So what are you working on? Was it Anisha? So what are you working on, sweetie? Big bit of blue, another big chunky bit of blue, And then loads and loads of orange down here. Just going to go for it actually. They're all going straight up. There's some green in there, so that can go on. Yeah, I think it's working nicely with this round brush. It's been fine actually. I was a bit like, well, it's not going to give that exact same effect, but it's actually fine. And then this bit here is kind of really confusing because there's lots of orange within the blue. Then the green comes round, and I've stretched it out a bit, so maybe I'll just group those together there. And then there's lots of, oh, maybe not that quite that big, lots of little bits there. It's all happening. I mean, doesn't it look 100 times better now? It's got some orange on it. But it's such an interesting painting because it's like it really does sort of force you to get out of your comfort zone a little bit because it's so sporadic. Even though it's so specific, it feels sporadic. So this is a good one for getting out of the comfort zone, for sure. And it being simple, it's not as hard as it looks at all. Just gotta focus in on sections. I think I'm kind of happy. Or we could just do a few more little darker ones in there. So here is going to be a lot of green. I feel like there actually is a few more bits of red in that bit because this bit kind of comes down. There's not really much else happening over there. Then that's the centre line. Then here is all blue. Here is some more orange here. A little bit of orange in there. Green, green, green. Red, orange. Tiny bit there. Yeah. Maybe a little bit on there. Yeah. I think, yeah, there's kind of bits over here. And we could just get a little bit on there. Right. I think that is it for the orange. Oh, that's just made everything better. Everything's better now. Everything is better with orange. Everything's better with orange. What colour can you not do without? Mine's yellow and orange. Right. Okay. So we're going to go on to this green. And it's just going to, this is where it's going to really start coming. Oops. Inspired by, hey? Hey? Hey. What do you mean? All right, let's get some. I'm gonna have to put this on here. Maybe I'll put it over here. Let's move this over. Let's put it over here. Right. So we're gonna go for a mid to light green with this. A mid green. Not a light green, because then you're not gonna get the depth that you need with this. I just don't want to go quite as foresty green with it, because it can, I think it's going to make it look a little bit murky, so I want to keep it like a mid one. My colour is purple and teal. I just love that. I love the way like this, you always have a go-to colour, and it changes, doesn't it, throughout your life, you know. When I was younger, actually, I really loved purple. I was pretty obsessed with purple throughout all my teenage years. But then yellow and orange started creeping in, I think, in my mid-20s, and then it sort of stuck, actually. Ooh. this is a good green, but it's got to be darker. This is really is a bit more like it, but don't want to go. It's actually in reality it's darker than this, but I'm not going to go darker than this. She says adding more blue. She says, right. You can already see how they're complementing each other really nicely. Alright. I might give this one a go on the side. Yeah. Alright, so it's all going to start changing now. Are you excited, guys? Are you excited? I hope you are, because it's all going to start happening. It's all going to start changing and like coming to life. Okay. I mean, well, it is pretty lively already, right? I'm like, it's going to all change and come to life. It's pretty lively. It's a pretty lively painting happening. Okay, let's go from left to right on the top half of this painting. So from up here, I'm going to start in this block. Now, oh, it's actually quite blocked in here, which is interesting. Like, why is that blocked in? And here, it feels really blocky. Like there's a whole section happening. And then it comes down. I'm not sure why it didn't show up. I asked who created the original art that your piece was inspired by. Oh, right. Yeah, no, it's just come, oops, is inspired by. It's Maurice de Vlaminck from 1905. So it's one of the founders of the Fauvist movement. And the past few paintings I've been doing, well, the past two paintings I've done are both Fauvist artworks. And you know, they're just super, super bright, and they were really, really influential at the time because no one had seen anything quite like that. And they caused a bit of a stir, and I like a bit of that. All right, let's get in here. So there's lots of like little bits of green happening in here. Little bits. Ooh. Alright, and then in here, in this section of blue, well, that's there. Oh, there's actually not that much more. There's some in here, actually. Oh, you cheeky bit of green in there. And then we're going to come around. Oh, actually, hold on. Let's just finish this quarter off. So let's do the bits under here. I'm gonna make sure I keep the so you wonder whether or not the leaves were actually green that he was painting here. Was this bit where he wanted to keep it like a little bit realistic, or was he just like, I'm just using green for giving it some depth? And because he's got primary and secondary colours happening. We'll never know. We can just speculate. But that is super fun to do that. What do we reckon? Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's try it just a touch darker. And see. Let's just go for it. You gotta go for it, right? You gotta go for it. Let's put some little bits of darker bits in there. So we are gonna have both. Alright, what's next? We've got to come up here. We've got to go in with this blue. And then it comes up and around here. And then we get this whole spiral, and it almost looks like a circle that he's got going on up here. Round here, it's like almost a circle of green. And then another great thing about looking at artists' work is it really helps your observational skills. And as an artist, you should be always practicing those observational skills. Always. So we got that going round, and then we've got, it kind of comes in here. So with this orange, it's like 4 little strokes that go down like that. Ooh, this is a mad painting. This is mad, but so fun. So fun. It's because like your controlling part of your brain just wants to be like, oh, just neaten that up, put that there, make sure this does this. And this painting is like, you're not going to do that. You're going to just go for it, and you're going to let go, and you're just going to see what happens, and you're going to put strokes in crazy places. And also, if you wanted to do like a real life painting out in a woodland, studying these kind of things are going to really help you, because they're going to give you ideas as you go. Because you might be like, I'm never going to put pink in this kind of woodland setting, but then when you get there, you might actually see some pink, and you might be like, oh wow, you know, oh, there's lots of green in this bit. Oh, this is a green bonanza here. This is a green bonanza. Small bits, big bits, all blocked in there. There's even some like super dark bits. I said I wasn't going to go any darker, and look what I'm doing, going darker. I think it's just going to add to it, so I've changed my mind. Gotta go, we'll be back in 20 minutes. Oh, bye. Lovely for you to join. Yeah, come back. I'll be here. We'll be here. I've got all these little bits happening. And then there's even like really tiny bits in there. That swoops round. And then we come under here with a couple of bits. Very small, kind of just outlining, sort of outlining this shape of this tree. But like I said, it just looks so chaotic. It's like when you start isolating things, you're just like, oh my god, like there's so much going on. But your kind of eye just wants to look at it as a whole piece. All right, there's just blue in there. I think I should have put a little bit more blues in there. Kind of it, really. It's kind of it. How is that looking? Awesome paint. It looks very good, Leona. Bye. Thank you, darling. Lovely to have you. Awesome painting so far. Green bonanza. It's a green bonanza. It's really happening. I mean, sign me up for this fabulousness. Sign me up. Sign me up. So Miko, are you making something while you're online, while you're watching me? Right. Okay. Let's get some stuff happening. Oh, there's, hold on. Actually, there's some tiny little bits going up here. All right. Okay, let's get this bottom bit done. Let's get this sorted now. It's kind of like a green. There's a lot of green down here. We're going to get all this in. This is going to transform. Oh, it goes into the tree there. This is going to start transforming this artwork now. Kind of curves around. And there's like a little cluster in there. There's a big old cluster happening. We've got these bigger brush strokes in this area. Oh, got this happening here. And actually, as I look at it, I can see there are 2 tones of green anyway. So because there's another green happening within that. So I'm going to do the lighter one now. I've got the darker one going. Drawing African fabric print. I love it. You just woke up and you're straight there. Drawing that African. I love, love, love African prints. Absolutely gorgeous. I mean, the ladies that wear all that beautiful stuff is just like, have you got any like clothing like that? Because it's just, those prints are phenomenal. There's like a little tiny bit here. You should be really singing now. Ooh. Ooh. And then, oh, I'm going to turn my brush around. Let's get some more paint on there. Alright, actually I'm going to come up here a bit. Now there's this weirdness happening here. Like this thing going up there. I don't know what that is. And then a little bit of green here, and then lots of green around this bit. Oh, I just realised I missed the red on that tree. Oh, let me just stick that in quickly. The red on this tree. Can't believe it. Get that in. Missed out the red on my tree. Now it all makes sense. Alright. Down here. Where's the centre line? Is there. Kind of more blue there. There is some other green, which I'll do in a minute. And then we're going to come through here. Orange, orange, orange. Green, 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 green. Green. Guess what? Guess what's next? Ooh. You got to get excited about it, right? It's super important, that. I mean, what's the point of doing it if you're not getting excited about it? It's got to be done. 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 And then we're going to go up here. So we've got these bits that come up. And then there's like a little bit off in the distance. A little bit off around here. And then underneath the red. This should be more blue in there. Alright, let's get that lighter green happening. I mean, I'm loving it now. It's actually looking like it's supposed to look. Oh, I can see a bit that I've missed. Hold on before I do that lighter green. I can see a bit that I've missed over here. And on the tree. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Alright. Let's get some light happening. Knock off a little bit of my brush. Alright. So there is lots of lighter green in here, and it actually looks a bit like a kind of a turquoisey green, but I'm gonna keep mine this sort of just light to mid green, or mid green really. I think that's gonna work really nicely, as it's my interpretation. There's a little bit there. It's kind of just like sort of in the background really, and there's actually not that much of the lighter green on this side. It's all darker. It's really just that bit. Is there any of this lighter green? No, I think that's it. I think that's it. Have I got it all? Have I got it all? Maybe this bit's just a bit bigger. I mean, I've got a bit of a big chunk of yellow. I know that that is a bit big, but I'm kind of liking it. Yeah. I'm liking it. It's all looking a bit pow, biff, baff, boof. All right. What's next? What is next? All right, now there is a little bit of purple on this, and there is a little bit of pink as well. So I'm going to put those in. I'm going to put, there's hardly any, it's just really on the tree trunks. But I do need to also put this blue in down here. Like here it's kind of like, oh, maybe I should put some more orange in here. What do we think? Because you got that patch. Or maybe it just needs that. Actually, I think it just needs a bit more red, you know. Bit more red. And then a little bit more orange behind it. Just to fill that bit in a bit more. Green, green, green. We've got the orange. Yeah, I'm loving it to pieces. Miko, you lovely, lovely person, you. It's like, I just feel like this is the perfect painting to show people about getting out of the comfort zone. I've said it once already this stream. I'm gonna say it again. Get out your comfort zone. Do something you think's a bit wild. And the Fauvists were called wild beasts. That's what Fauvist meant. The French word fauves means wild beasts. So they were like out there. They thought they were like, you know, were kind of wild and crazy and interested and extroverted and outrageous, basically. Any Leona hot tips? Well, that is a hot tip right there, Miko. Right there, the hot tip is get out your comfort zone today. Get out your comfort zone. And also, a round brush can be used instead of a square brush or a flat brush and still look equally fine, in my opinion. The original piece is, again, it's called sous bois, which is French for undergrowth. So it really is like the focus of the painting is meant to be this area rather than this area. Let's get some purple on. Let's get some purple in this place. And it is, I would say, more of a reddy purple. And I think I will just put a tiny drop of white in there. just a tiny bit, just to kind of just lift it up a little bit. Or maybe we'll bring it over here. Oh, that's too light. It's very ready. It's a bit tiny bit. Oh, that's way too much blue. This is better. This is looking better in this corner here. Right. I am going to use a square brush. Oh no, undergrowth. Undergrowth. Shall I write it on the thing? Like undergrowth. Yeah, undergrowth. Alright, so there's not much purple. Basically all I can see is a little bit on the trees. Actually, most of it is on this part of the tree here. There's some little specks here. And like I said, you can see that it's got all that white underneath it, so it doesn't really matter too much about all that. My painting's a little bit wider again, so I'm just blocking some bits in that are maybe a little bit more than actually what it is on the painting. Mine is sort of a stretched out kind of version. There's no purple in the canopy, in the tree canopy, as far as I can see. If you can spot any, let me know. But I'm pretty sure there isn't. I can't see any purple. I can only see it down there. I don't think I see any more. I think that's it. Very interesting. Hardly any purple. Hardly any purple, although it is there. Wishav, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Let me wish you a proper happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are painting a Fauvist painting from 1905. It's called Undergrowth. So Undergrowth. And you can see it's super colourful. I've got it on the top there, so you can see. And I've like stretched it out because it's a bit more of a square painting, but I've kind of just... I was going to say rectangularized it, but I'm very, very certain that rectangularize is not a word. I'm almost very, very certain. Yeah, no more purple. Oh, actually, could there be a tiny little bit there? No, there's not. There's not. It was wishful thinking. I'm the queen of wishful thinking right there. Alright. I'm going to just pop a cheeky little bit of blue since I've got purple on my brush. This is going to be quite handy. I'm going to just pop a cheeky little bit of blue down here. Actually, I tell you what, there is some little lighter blue bits. So maybe it's not so cheeky after all. Maybe it's like actually is there and it is what is happening. Oh no, but you can't see that. So let's get a lighter one. Oh no. All right, let's get a bit more white. How are you? You're doing great. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We'll nearly finish this. We've got 2 more colours to go. And yeah, it's hot in the UK right now. It's all a little bit, ooh, you know, a little bit hot, a little bit sweaty, but I'm happy in my colourful room, bringing it to you every week. How is it where you are today? And have you had a good week so far? Like, how's your week panning out? Alright, so I'm going to drop some of these little tiny little brush strokes of this light blue in here because I can see some light blue. I can see some light blue in here, so I'm going to pop that in, and I can see some around here, and I can see some here. Can I see any more? I don't think so. It's really just around this section. but there is some up here. Now I've got to be really careful because I've got this bigger brush, so I'm going to have to kind of really just dot it in. Yes, I could change my brush. That would be the sensible option to do right this second. But when you're confident and you've been doing things for a while, it's actually sometimes just good to go for it. It's just good to go for it anyway. It's good to go for it anyway, guys. Good to go for it. Just go for it. Just go for it. Don't hold back. Any more. Maybe a little bit up around here. And then there's sort of some light blue shenanigans up here. And they're going off in this direction a little bit. Ooh, oh actually there's some on the yellow as well. There's some light blue on the yellow. Guys. There's some bits down there. But that's it. That's it. We're discovering all the things today. Oh, didn't that light blue just make it kind of a bit more happening? Oh, hi Alex, how you doing? Welcome. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Happy Wednesday. Have you had a nice week? How you been? You all right? We'll contact you soon regarding your artwork. From where can I get your email? You are very welcome to sign up to the newsletter where I will notify you about all the things I've got coming up. So all the online classes, lots of exciting things. So you can sign up there, artistresource.co.uk/newsletter if you're interested. Hot tips, use your rounds, get out your comfort zone and just go for it. Don't hold back, guys. Don't hold back. This is the theme for today, and this is what I love about coming on the lives, because you never quite know exactly how it's going to turn out. And today it's all about getting out your comfort zone, because this painting, let's be honest, might scare some people, might scare you a little bit. It might be like, oh my gosh, there's a lot happening here. How am I going to approach this? Do you know what I mean? But it's going to be all right. You just got to see it through. You can do it. You can do it. I'm here for you. You can do it. Yeah, Alex is in the building. I am just going to lighten these little bits of blue up as well, because like now I'm sort of flexing my eyes and looking at the whole piece, and these swipes of blue are very visible. So I'm just kind of lightening that up a little bit, not much. I can really feel it down there, and then there's just a little bit here. Ooh, I love the way it kind of like just comes alive. So exciting. Alright, maybe I haven't been as generous as I should have been with the reds up here. There's actually a lot more reds happening, isn't there? Alright, what was the plan? The plan was for pink. The plan was for pink. So we're going to go for pink, and then what we'll do is we'll go and we'll assess the whole thing. So we'll try and look at it as a whole, just like I did just then. And I was like, oh, actually, now all these light blues are really standing out to me. And they're very much in this section and then swooping around here. And you've got, the white is so crisp here. Like, there's actually some little light blues down there as well. You cheeky light blues hanging about. You cheeky little light blues there. It's all happening. Sorry you joined late. You keep forgetting. It's fine. You're here now. I'm always on for a minimum of 90 minutes. Minimum of an hour and a half. So you can come and join any time within that. I like the leaves on the tree and I like the background. Thank you. Can you see I've actually got the artwork in the shop today? So you see that is the actual original artwork there. So you can see my interpretation, and you can also see that it's square, right? And I've elongated one. I've said that a few times, so I'm going to say it again now. I feel like I've said it quite a lot. I don't want to say the same things, but I will keep saying get out your comfort zone. Get out your comfort zone and give it a go. Give it a go. Okay. Right. I've also now seen that there's some greens around here as well, some little cheeky tiny greens. Some little cheeky tiny greens hanging around here, going off in a little... I mean, you know what it's like. Once you start looking at something, everything becomes revealed. And then you're like, oh wow, look, there's all this happening and there's this happening, and that's what I love about it, right? Lots of little bits in this section. So this part here, lots of little tiny... Ooh, exciting. It's all exciting. All right, we're going to go on to pink, because again, like the light blue, the pink is going to like lift the whole thing up. I'm excited. Oh, I've just seen another green bit that I haven't done. I hope you're like eager for this pink now. I've just seen a green bit on the tree over here. And here. Missed that out. Was that it though? I think that was pretty much it. Very dark. And up there. Alright, forget about it. Forget about it. Looking back on this video, you are finishing it because you already started it before the stream. That is correct. I started it on Sunday. And here I am completing it, and this will be made available as a class if you are interested in much more detail than I'm talking about it today. Although I've kind of talked about this one quite a lot, but it will be in further depth and discussion. What are you having for dinner? I'm having chicken. Oh, amazing. I haven't had my dinner yet. I don't know what I'm going to have. I'm going to surprise myself. Are you tired today? I was really tired last week, actually. I do remember last week I had the fire on in the background because I was like, I need something. But there's no fire this week. Do you like this? This here. This is different, this one. These kind of shapes that break up. I just think that's so fun. And then I've got like the tie-dye one, but a bit more crazy there. It's all happening. It's all happening. Are you finishing it today? Yeah. We've got the, like I said, we've got the pink to go, which is going to go in a lot of these gaps of white here. Oh, let me go back to the other thing. The pink's going to go in a lot of the gaps here. So you're going to see that. There isn't any pink actually in the undergrowth. It's all in this bit. It's all like a highlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get another piece of cardboard, because this is just a little bit, getting a little bit too full up on that one. There we go. Let's move that a touch over here so you've got a bit of space there. That all looks visually lovely. And then we'll get some pink happening. Have I got any red over here? Yes, I have. Thank you very much. I'm just going to do this. Don't waste anything. And it's a very, very soft, lovely baby cute pink. So, super easy to make. I'm going to test my little dots. Yeah. So I have gone to a flat square brush for this. I was mixing it up. Some of them are flat. I mean, if you look at the painting, the brush strokes are in all different directions. They're all different sizes, so you can mix up your rounds and your squares. I like that so much. I love the vibes and the colours. I'm glad you like it, Alex. It's yeah, it's definitely something for the creative folks of the world, right? Alright, should we get in there with the pink? Let's see how it's going to change with this pink. You know what's really fun to do as well? Once this live stream is up, go back to the replay and then just skim through it slowly, and you can watch the painting like unfold throughout the hour and a half, which is really fun to do. I like going back and doing that and seeing it like, woo, it all come alive. Why am I the only one chatting now that I've joined? Probably because Miko's having a little break now because she was just chatting loads. Rishav, are you still there? Maybe Rishav is still there. And we also had Anisha, who said she would come back as well, which is lovely. So maybe you can meet Anisha. Yeah, but who knows? It's just the way it goes sometimes. When I go and watch other people's stuff, I'm always the one that like takes over the chat as well, unintentionally. You know, just writes loads of things and like, hey, how's it going, and loads of questions, and that's really good. So don't stop because it's really good. All right, and I love chatting. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, right? I wouldn't be here if I didn't like a good chit chat. All right, let's go from left to right. Let's get all these bits in. Now we're going to be mindful of the direction that we're going in. And there's actually some bits down here. There's lots. Oh, actually, I'm going to start up high, actually. Hold on. Oh, actually, there's none. There's no... Now, see, interestingly, there's some red under here that I've missed. Before I go and do that, I want to fix that. I want to fix this here because there's actually a bunch of red happening. And it's kind of blocky. It's like a big block. Okay, I feel better now I've done that. Are you live because you like chatting? No, I'm here because I want to inspire people to get creative. That is the bottom line, but I do like to have a chat. That's why these videos are not pre-recorded and they're live. Okay. Right, we're going to go for it. Oh no, I want to start up here. Stop going down there, Leona, too quick. Alright, I'm going to start in here. I'm just thinking, does my pink need to be even lighter? I think it might. I think it's like even more close to white up there. Right, let's see how this one goes. Let's brighten all these back up. Alright, there's loads here now. All down here. Oh. There's a bit more red there as well. Oh, I should have kept that little brush of red here. So I can just pop these in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then lots of little ones in here. Lots of white there, not so much pink. Definitely a bunch of pink happening here. Hold on, music. Alright, let's not get carried away. Let's check up here first. There's definitely some happening here. I've got to sort this bit out. There's definitely loads more red than what I've done. And then all in this bit that like spirals around. There's lots of white in there. As I said, this bit's stretched out, so there's actually, I'm going to do a little bit more than there actually is. I think that's about it for up there. Ooh. Bits of pink up there. Some bits of darker pink down here. How we doing? We doing all right? have a cup of tea for me. I've only got water today. Oh, interestingly, can't really see this here. Let's turn this down a little bit. Can you see it now? Can you see the pink? Oh, you can't really see this bit here, but I've put a lot of pink in up here. That's interesting. It's not as visible on the camera. Let's do some down here. Lots in here that breaks up that yellow. Maybe a bit more blue than what I've done. Ooh. Yeah. I think that is... Oh, there's some bits here, but not much. I think that's kind of it. I think that's it there for that colour anyway. I think so. Bum, bum, bum. Welcome back, Anisha. Anisha. Celeste is actually Alex. So, Anisha meet Alex. That is just so amazing. Thank you so much, Alex. Yeah, very beautiful. Thank you. It's coming on. I think we're getting there. We're getting there. I feel like this does need to be fuller. Like if I'm looking up here, looking at the painting up here, can you see how this section just looks a bit more full than what I've done? I think the bottom is pretty good. There could be some more blue down here maybe. Just get a bit of blue down here. And here. And we'll put some more blue here. But I'm pretty happy with that. That like all makes sense to me. I think it's just this section I need to work on. Do you know what I mean? We need some more reds up there. So have I got something a bit... No, I think I'm just gonna have to use this brush. So let's give it a clean. Joy! Joy is in the room. Happy Wednesday, Joy. How are you? Thank you for coming over. You must be tired. I know it's late where you are. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. It's a good time really because I'm kind of near the end. I'm trying to look at the piece as a whole now and seeing what I'm missing and all that. Miko is here. She might have dropped off online again. She said a minute ago, she said, oh, I dropped off. And I was like, what? Did you go, oh? So I think our internet connection's a bit dodgy today. Okay, so we need to go back to the red. We need to go back to the red for sure. It is a lot more happening in here than I have done. Actually, do you know what I just noticed here? There's actually along this blue. Oh, I've kind of have done it, but maybe just not as full. And there's a lot more red in this bit here. And then there's like a red bit here. Bum bum bum. I mean, I just feel like it's just fuller. Don't want to put too much, right? this bit coming down here. It's 12:44 on the Thursday. Happy Thursday, Joy. From the future. Joy joins us from the future, everybody. Bits up there. Oh, bit more blue as well. So, still need more in there. Although I'm getting to the point where I don't really know like how much more to add, because it just feels like I've got all the bits in. But I can see that it just looks... It just looks a bit like more... There's, I think maybe just there's a lighter blue here. Tell me if you can see something I need to do. Tell me through the screen and let's see if we can get a bit of telepathy going on. Oh yeah, there's definitely more here that I've missed. Oh, there's a whole little shebang happening. They're all like clustering here. Oh, this is the bit I've missed. There's a lot here. Hold on, we need to go darker. Good to hear from you. Kathy! Kathy's here. Hi, Kathy. Happy Wednesday. Oh my God, you made it after all these weeks. You finally got home early enough to catch me. I'm so happy. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And thank you for letting me share this stream in your lovely group. Welcome, welcome. We've got Joy here. We've got Anisha, which is Sunday Sketches. We've got Alex, which is Celeste. Miko was here. Who else have we had? Donna was here a bit earlier. I don't know if Donna's still around. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Yay! She made it. She made it. Do 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 do. So I'm nearly done. I'm just now looking over the painting and being like, what is it that I've missed? Like, what crucial parts have I missed? Like, all the colours are done and down. So I'm just like looking at it thinking, the only thing I can keep seeing is just that this bit is like not as full. I need some more dark blue actually. That's what I need. It just... Now, because the interesting thing, I'm going to say it one more time, then that's it. This painting is a little bit more square than a rectangle. It is a rectangle, but I've stretched it out. So my issue here is, even though that I've completed that section, I need to add things to it to make it look right. Because otherwise it's just going to look too empty because I've stretched it. Do you know what I mean? So I've got to kind of fix it, but keep true to the painting. Absolutely, you're the most active member of the group. Lovely work. Looks like some more leaves maybe. Yeah, in the centre area, yeah, here. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, if you spot anything, let me know. Because now I'm in that place, you know, where you're in the middle of it. So if I was doing this off camera, what I would do is definitely stop for a bit, and then come back to it, and then like see it with fresh eyes, right? We were talking about that at the beginning of this stream actually. Like when you're running a bunch of projects simultaneously, it's good, it's helpful, because you can just like leave one to the side and come to another one and let that one rest, finish the other one, go back to that, and then you can kind of see it better, can't you? Which is so important. So I'm gonna add some more blues in here, some tiny little bits. Maybe that should be a little bit darker. Like I said, I've got to just stretch this out now without compromising how the actual painting is. But hopefully just adding these tiny little bits here is gonna fill the whole thing up. And we're gonna rock on in for some, what is happening in there? See, in there really it's just kind of, it's like spiraling in on itself. There's actually another bit of red in there. And then this bit that comes down, there's not really much on that. This what I've done is what is there, but now I've got to just, like I said, fill it out, which is tricky. It's tricky. Oh, don't do that, we're on YouTube. When is it your birthday? It's been my birthday, Alex. Do you remember when I took some time off from the stream? That was when it was my birthday. It's been and gone in August. In August. It's been and gone. So let's have a little look around here. All those blues look correct to me. Maybe just some deeper, darker ones here. Some deeper, darker ones in this bit. That bit looks a little bit more full here. So this is good, taking it slow, building it up. Can I turn this light down a bit more? You get a bit more of a feel of it if this light is a bit lower. Late happy birthday, thank you. Thank you. But yeah, this is kind of feeling more correct now. I'm almost like a little bit nervous to do anymore. I feel like, you know, got to build it up slowly, carefully. And this bit down here, obviously there's too much, that yellow should have been a bit higher, but this is my practice run, so we're all good. I mean. The only thing that I'm kind of spotting now is a little bit of like a lemon yellow. So I think I'm going to mix up some lemon yellow and get that in. And it's sort of all next to the pink. So I'm going to get that in and then I think I'm going to be done. So one more colour. August the what? You're the 27th. Yay! Fellow August baby. Woo! The 7th is mine. Feeling more complete. Yeah, I think it does. It's getting there, right? It's getting there. Oh, even that bit of red there, I feel like should be sort of like that. Sort of like that. There's tiny little bits of red here. Wasn't there a bit up here? Yeah, there was a bit of red there that I needed to put in, a bit of red there. So yeah, let's go for this white. A lemon, sorry, lemon yellow. Lemon, but like a really, really white lemon yellow. So the tinted up version of a lemon yellow. Pale of the pale. How's all your work going, Kathy? What are you working on now? Alright. I probably put too much yellow there because we don't need that much. Alright, let's do this. Oh, okay. I'm going to start. I'm going to go left to right. It's all in this section again, not really the bottom section. But there's definitely some like lighter lemon yellows around these pinks. Just like, because it's this whole section kind of gets lifted up by that. So, and in then here, it's kind of more pinky in there really. And then here, there's not really much. There's sort of a little bit here, but not much. Definitely in this section, there's some here. Oh, I feel like I've just looked at this painting now so much. I feel like I'm totally in it. Like I'm in there. I'm in all these colours, and that's what I really wanted you guys to feel and encourage you when you're painting, is to like properly get in there. You know, like get into your artwork, because you want to get transported, right? You want to get transported into this amazing world or whatever you're painting. You know, you want it to be like an experience. Oh yeah, oh now up here maybe there's a lot more lemon than I was thinking before. I mean, I think we're kind of done. I think we're kind of done, guys. What do you reckon? What do you think? Oh, there's some bits up here. What do you think? What do we think? What do we think? I reckon it turns out pretty good. Really high pitched voice. It turned out pretty good. It's amazing. I don't think I can even paint the tree trunk in the lines. Oh, but you will, Anisha, you will. You've just got to keep going step by step, little by little. You've just got to go for it. You can do it. It's not as hard as you think it is. That's what I really want to try and help people to understand, that it's not as hard. And hopefully when you watch these live streams, you'll like feel like that you can do it, and you'll feel inspired. Like I said earlier, that's the number one thing I want you to feel from these live streams, is feel inspired, feel like you can do it. And you do have to step out your comfort zone just a little bit to grow. And if you do it a little bit and you do it often, you will grow into that artist that you want to be. So you just got to stick with it, all right? You got to stick with it, and it's going to be good. It's going to be all good. Looks awesome. What is this style called? This is a Fauvist artwork. So this is called the Undergrowth. It's a French artist. It's called Sous-Bois, which means the undergrowth. And the artist is Maurice de Vlaminck, and it was painted in 1905, would you believe? Jaw drop. Jaw drop. I need to go, so bye. Well, bye, Alex. Thank you for joining. It was lovely to have you. I'm definitely inspired. That's what I want. See, now this successful live stream. Successful live stream. You're inspired. And I hope everyone else is too. And those on the replay viewers. Thank you for joining, on the replay viewers. Bye, Alex. Lovely to see you. So yeah, I'm gonna I can see this in the corner, and I'm looking here, and I'm looking there, and it's looking pretty good, right? It's looking like it's all kind of in the right spot. Everything is there. Everything is happening. Like I said, it's a bit elongated, but I'm happy with it. I mean, now I can see some bit. Actually, now I can see I need to put a bit more red up here. I'm like, I'm happy with it. Oh, there's a little bit more I could do over there. Well, let's just get that in quickly before I go. Before I go, where was it? Because now I'm looking up there. It's like these bits just kind of go up a little bit higher. Okay. Oh, hold on. Let's have some music for the last bit. Alright, so yeah, so isn't it interesting to see? Actually, let me hold it up as well, so we can get like the size, because it's a big old piece. pretty cool. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I think it kind of has done the job. It's done the job. Yes. I'm not going to do any more on it. I'm stepping back now. I'm stepping back. So, yeah, I'm going to be releasing some really cool stuff really soon. So if you want to find out about that, please do subscribe to the newsletter, artistresource.co.uk/newsletter, and you'll be the first to know. I don't send very many newsletters, so you're not going to feel like you're bombarded with things. You can obviously also unsubscribe whenever you like. But that is my main port of call, to tell people about new things that are going on, new paintings that I'm doing, new classes that I'm doing. I was actually back in person with some classes this last week, which was so lovely. But obviously, you know, we're going to be online for a bit of a while. So let's make the best of it. Let's have some fun times. Let's get inspired. Let's make our desk spaces like so creative that we're just drawn to go to them all the time and make new things and get it colourful. Do you know what I mean? Get some colour, colouring pencils, paints, get some colour in your life. It will make you feel so uplifted, I promise you. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed that stream. Come back next week, set a reminder. Always put the link out on the day. So on the Wednesday, I will put a scheduled stream out. You can check on my Facebook or my Twitter or my Instagram. Here we go, look. Woo! You can check out on those things. That is where I put all the links on the day. So if you want to get a direct link straight to come here, go to one of those and the link will always be there for you. And we'll have some more fun next week. We're going to start something new. And that's going to be really exciting. So I hope you come join me. I will have different backdrops next week. We'll have loads of fun as usual. And we'll also have a relaxing, creative and inspiring time at the same time. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you next week. Stay creative, everybody. Thank you for joining. It was lovely to see you. Bye. Bye.